Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a super interesting topic to dive into. We're going to explore the differences and similarities between the two important concepts in Islam, Zakat and Jizya. Now you might be wondering, why compare them if they serve different purposes? Well, stay tuned because you will be surprised at how these two concepts are actually quite similar in some ways. Let's jump right into it. First things first, let's define zakat and jizya. Zakat is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, which is an obligatory act of charity for Muslims. It involves giving a portion of one's wealth to those in need, such as the poor, the destitute, and other deserving individuals in society. Zakat is considered a means of purifying one's health and achieving spiritual growth. On the other hand, jizya is a tax historically imposed on non-Muslims living in Islamic states. The purpose of jizya was to provide protection and security for non-Muslim citizens and exempt them from military service. As Muslims were obligated to serve in the defense of the state, it acted as a financial contribution in return for the protection and privileges granted to non-Muslims within an Islamic society. Now let's explore the similarities between zakat and jizya despite their different contexts and purposes. 1. Both zakat and jizya involve financial contributions. Both concepts revolve around the idea of the individuals giving a portion of their wealth for a specific cause. In zakat, Muslims contribute to helping the less fortunate in society, while in jizya, non-Muslims contribute to the security and protection provided by the Islamic State. 2. Both promote social welfare. Zakat aims at to alleviate poverty, provide assistance to those in need, and improve the overall well-being of society. Similarly, jizya contributed to the stability and security of the state, ensuring the safety and protection of non-Muslim citizens. 3. Both reflect the principle of community responsibility. Zakat emphasizes the importance of Muslims taking care of their fellow human beings and fulfilling their obligations towards the community. Jizya, though imposed as a tax, also reflects a sense of responsibility towards the community and the need to contribute to its overall welfare. Now let's discuss the differences between zakat and jizya, which are equally important to understand. 1. Purpose and recipients. Zakat is primarily aimed at helping the less fortunate, irrespective of their religious beliefs. It benefits the poor, the needy, debtors, travelers, and those working to distribute zakat. In contrast, jizya was historically imposed specifically on non-Muslims living in an Islamic state to provide them protection and exempt them from military service. 2. Voluntary versus mandatory. Zakat is obligatory for Muslims who meet certain criteria, such as possessing a specific amount of wealth for a certain period. It is an act of worship and a means of purifying one's wealth. Conversely, jizya was imposed by the ruling authority on non-Muslim citizens, although it was not obligatory for every non-Muslim resident. 3. Financial obligation versus protection benefit. Zakat is a financial obligation Muslims fulfill as part of their religious duty, focusing on charity and social welfare. Jizya, while also a financial contribution, provided non-Muslim with protection and security within an Islamic state. To wrap things up, it's important to know that while zakat and jizya have distinct purposes and contexts, they share some common elements. Both involve financial contributions,